What's up, dog? What's up, Will Smith? How you doing, man?
I know you want a QB like mine. I know you want a team like mine. You just keep winning in mine. It's KC Chiefs on mine. I know you want a QB like mine. I know you want a team like mine. You just keep winning in mine. It's KC Chiefs on mine.
What's up? What's up? It's your boy Will Smith with Red and Bold. I'm here with my co-host Joe Mobley in Hong Forest. We finna talk Chiefs football. Y'all know what it is. We're gonna dive right into it. We ain't gonna waste no time. So we're gonna talk about this Raiders game, man. The Chiefs looked on point. We got Rashee Rice back. The offense was at its full force this past Sunday. And so and we had a 1 o'clock game, which was wonderful. 12 o'clock for you guys. You know what I'm saying? I was glad I didn't have to wait all day for that game. So what I want to know, what did you guys take away from that game when you watched it and you saw it happen in real time? What are your takeaways from that game?
Joe, you want to go first?
Absolutely not. Ladies
Oh,
first.
oh, okay. All
Gentlemen
right.
over
Yeah.
here. Gentlemen all over here. We all gentlemen.
Okay, I'll jump right into it. I was excited that we came out the gate, like put the pedal to the metal and everything, and kept it on there. Sometimes I feel like we get a really good start and then we kind of like step off and back up a little bit, but it was nice to see that all the way through. I know they were missing two key players on their side, and then Max Crosby got hurt and everything, but I felt like we showed up and showed out and did exactly what we needed to. So everybody had a part. I think like 9 players touched the ball on the offensive side, weapons wise. That was great to see, and it's great to have that full arsenal back. And then, of course, Josh Simmons' replacement stepping in and doing what he was doing again. So, I mean, I felt really good about this game, almost to the point that I was like, yeah, this is like a pretty complete unit. So, unfortunate that we had the injury there late in the game with, oh my goodness, what's his name? Um, why am I blinking all
Trey
of a
Smith
sudden?
with the back,
Yes. Yeah. So,
lower
yes.
back. Yeah.
So unfortunate there, but all the way around, I could not have been more pleased. Y'all know when the Raiders show up to play us, it's like their Super Bowl and they play hard and they put it all out there. So I was a tiny bit worried because anytime we play a divisional rival, it is always like that. So it was great that they came in and we were still able to do what we needed to do 2 weeks in a row, show up, show out, and took care of business.
Okay, I love that. Yeah, yeah, for sure. Joe, what you got, man?
No, it's a phenomenal game. I liked it. I like the fact that we saw the ball spread out amongst so many of our receivers and running backs and our specialty personnel. Um, I felt like we finally saw that those opportunities where Travis Kelce just as usual finds a gap in the zone or in the coverage and he's just wide open. And the reason he's wide open is because there are so many options out there, covering him. I'm not saying it's not important, but it just makes it easy for him to find a good space. Patrick knows how to find him. Uh, I think that it's definitely one of those things where everybody on the field, literally at the point with the play designs, become a viable option for him to throw the ball to. Running, as usual, is still out there for him. Um, Kareem and Pacheco, solid game. You got to respect what they're doing. The play action is going to be there. Uh, the speed is there. There's more speed. We saw they want to call themselves the triplets, Hollywood Brown, Worthy, and Rice. I get where they're going with it, but to see all three of them on the field, I want to say that was the first time.
Hmm.
At the same time, realizing that you're dealing with speed from those three individuals, um, that it's exceptional. It's not just speed that any and everybody has, and certainly not something that you're going to be looking up where there are three cornerbacks uh, on most teams that can deal with that, and we're not even done.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
I still don't think that they figured out how to add immediately or to take advantage of everybody that they have. I mean, you got Juju still looking real solid. You didn't even start touching Thornton. You got things out there, that you just haven't brought even to the game. I really look for this week coming up, as much as I appreciate what happened with the Raiders. I look for this week to speak to kind of that confirmation that I want to see that what we saw in the Raiders game is really what we're going to be working towards consistently and capable of. And the fact that we put up 30 again, that was
which could have
that for
been
me
really
was good.
45. Really,
Well,
they could have put up 2 more, but
easily.
easily.
But I think the thing is, and I'm gonna need Andy Reid to be a little bit more evil.
Dr. Evil,
I
be
need to
more
be a little
Dr.
bit
Evil.
more Andy Evil. And the reason I say that is because, again, I do agree with him. We can't be this nice guy when we start to, get up by a couple, 2, 3 touchdowns.
Yeah.
In this league, a 2 or 3 score lead, I don't want to say it doesn't mean anything, but it doesn't mean what it used to mean.
Right.
And I like the fact that we just kept, doing what we do. And we, gave your second string an opportunity. The intensity is there. Defense, the defense was, they were having fun.
Yeah,
And they
yeah.
were harassing people. And that for me is awesome. I think the Chiefs did a wonderful job. The coaching is looking good. Andy looks like it was like he got his mojo back just a little bit,
Yeah,
but the
man.
calls, the calls are there. I just hope that again we continue in that vein of we didn't want to do this, definitely to just let's be classy, but let's not be stupid,
Yeah.
Yeah, it
in
definitely
this
could have.
weekend. And all that
Yeah,
stuff. Don't do that.
it definitely could have been worse, bro.
Yeah.
Andy was just very merciful because even when he put Gardner Minshew in, they were at the goal line, and instead of them even putting 3 points on the board and kicking the field goal, like he didn't even allow Gardner Minshew to throw a pass. I believe, like it was
Exactly.
all runs, and we just
Yep.
punting away. And so there's a point where Andy's just like, you know what? I think it depends on the opponent too, where you're talking about having a specific amount of a lead, as far as 2 or 3 scores. If it's an
Yeah.
opponent that kind of poses a threat, but the Raiders pose no threat whatsoever, and he's
Yeah.
like, I'm gonna get my guys out of there while they keep them healthy. Which I wanted to run up the score, but I understood why, because it's like there's no point in getting one of your key guys injured. You know what I'm saying? And you blowing his team out. So I understand it. You know what I'm saying? I think this offense really is more potent than the 2018 offense. I really think they are, because it's
The
so many
players said
different
the same
ways,
thing.
Yeah.
bro.
Many other players said the same thing.
Yeah, I
And
went
it
back and
feels like it too.
yeah, they're having fun again. Like you remember
Yeah.
last year, Mahomes said it's like, yeah, they were winning, but it just wasn't fun, and everything was a such a grind and a fight just to get 3rd and 3, 3rd and 4. You know what I'm saying? Those, and then you get in long situations. All those were very difficult, even though they were able to convert some of those. But it was a grind last year. And this season, he's having fun. He finally has all of his toys. I went back and watched all 22. I was watching probably about an hour ago. I was like, let me go ahead and look back at this footage. And Andy he does 12 personnel a lot.
Yeah.
So those that are listening don't know what 12 personnel is. It's the first number is the number of running backs, the second number is the number of tight ends. So yes, 1 running back, 2 tight ends, and he runs. So it's wild how many different formations he runs out of that. With how we said, where's Noah Gray? He's using them, blocking. Him and Kelsey, they're
Him and
blocking
Kelsey.
more. They're he had them. There's one set we had him lined up on the same side, like his extra offensive lineman on the left side, and he had his wide outs out there. And then it's like, then he had 13 personnel where he had Robert Tonyan lined up wide, and Kelsey and Noah were on the same side again. And then and they were blocking. And then he had Rice right behind Robert Tonyan, and Rice goes in motion. It's like he has so many different pieces. I think Andy did reach in his bag. He just has so many. If you really watch, you'll see all the different combinations. And when I tell you that And then you add in Brashard Smith to that. Like he's just like for me, he's a cherry on top.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, and
And
he's
it's
like,
and it's linemen. When you said that, I mean, I appreciate the education, but
mm-hmm,
the 12. I mean, when you bring in Kelsey and Gray,
mm-hmm,
I mean, for all practical purposes, is if you watch how skilled they are at blocking,
mm-hmm.
you really
Yeah,
are adding two additional offensive linemen because
yeah.
it's not
Well, they're better
it's
than they
not
get credit for.
yeah.
I wouldn't say I wouldn't put
Well,
them on
that that
Max
that that,
Crosby.
that Noah Gray, Aiden Hutchinson, that was a
Yeah,
little
yeah,
mismatched.
that shouldn't have happened. There's
No,
no way
right?
Noah Gray's gonna block Aiden Hutchinson.
That was the only time maybe that probably shouldn't have happened.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And then when I look at the defense, right? So I look at the defense side of the ball. So there was a time where Spags was using Chamari Connor as that third corner. Yeah, that wasn't
Mhm.
working. And now what I've seen is, and you had Jaden Hicks and Brian Cook back there. Now what I've seen is it looked like they've put Chamari Connor back at that safety position along with Brian Cook. And then they bring in Noah Williams at that third corner. You know what I'm saying? Which is like perfect. Like that Noah Williams, Watson, and Williams is like they some dogs. They some dogs. And Connor's better at playing safety than trying to cover one of the wide receivers in the slot. He's not good at that. That's not his strength. And so, and then they defensively, Spags is in his bag where they run, you know what I'm saying, dime and nickel coverage, and they have Nick Bolton out there as the one lone linebacker. And
Mhm.
the sometimes he brings in three. Then you got Hicks out there. You got Hicks, Connor, and you know what I'm saying. So Andy's in his bag right now, and Spags is in his bag, bro. Like
Which is
I don't,
crazy
yeah,
because they haven't even reached that far into their bags. So they always save the good stuff for later. This is nothing.
Yeah, you're never it's I think we saw this is more than what we've seen Andy show this early
Correct.
in a
yeah,
long time
yeah.
because even some of the what we might call trickery,
The under center, like he wasn't
yeah,
doing
we
that
never
for.
we you normally would not see that until playoff time for sure.
Mhm.
And it might not even be you're talking the second or third game in the
Mhm.
playoffs if that's the case. You just don't see it stays very, very vanilla. And you got the talent to stay, you have that talent. If you have the right personnel on the field, you don't really have to get too spiffy with it. I mean, it's just, we got
Yeah.
the skills, we got the sets, we got the people, we got the personnel. You really, I mean, honestly, what can you do about it? We listen to the other commentators and um, valuations. Everybody who was even kind of, iffy about getting on the
Mhm.
bandwagon is now full.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
definitely jumped
just
on there. They
after
got the
that, it's
Chiefs in the
just
top
full.
5 and everything.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
got us behind the Colts, and I can't wait to which is right. They're playing probably some of the best ball right now.
Mhm.
I do look forward to playing. We don't want to look ahead. I mean, but we can as fans. But the players
Yeah.
got to focus on the next game coming
Next
forward.
game.
And I'll say this: I think Andy right now he's playing chess, and all these other defensive coordinators playing checkers right now. You know what I'm saying? This is not even fair.
Not
Nah,
at all.
So,
nah.
so
His
let's
work ethic, his work ethic is
mm,
his work ethic is just different. I mean,
mhm.
I think as you've watched different specials on him,
Yeah.
this guy gets up before.
Yeah, four.
I
Like
mean,
he's like
before
4 in the
most
morning,
people
3.
Yeah.
even think about getting up. So I mean,
Yeah.
he's working hard, so hard to the point that when he went to go pick up the guy interviewing on the one, the dude was still. I mean, he was really struggling, like just to get to the car with Andy. Like, bro, like
And Andy's like, I've been up for 3 hours.
like, come on, man, let's go. Like, what you doing? Yeah, I
Yeah.
think that this is one of those things where as a fan you say, yeah, we always consider ourselves eligible to be in the mix for the Super Bowl. Uh, I actually feel like we're going to win it again. It's
I
just me.
do
I
too. I
feel
don't
that. I
know.
just
I don't
feel
know
that.
who's gonna stop us.
I don't
Yeah.
know
So
who, I don't, and
Correct.
I don't know. I don't know. At this point in time, I don't see anybody who
mm.
has the tools.
Well,
If
with
we're
that being
healthy,
said, let
yeah.
us jump to we got these commanders coming up, man.
Mhm.
Unfortunately, we will not be able to see the matchup with Jayden Daniels and Patrick Mahomes. Jayden Daniels is out with a is it hamstring or
Yeah.
knee?
Hamstring
Hamstring, yeah.
injury. They
And
ruled
so
him
they,
out pretty early this week too. So
yeah, and so, but what we do have, we do still have, I know at least three: Mahomes, Chris Jones, and Travis Kelsey, who were on that team in 2017 when Marcus Mariota came in Arrowhead with those Titans.
And just ruined our day.
ruined our day.
Ruined our day.
So
Threw a
I
touchdown
bet they
pass to
don't forget that.
himself, left us
Yeah.
hurting.
I really didn't appreciate that.
Darrell
No,
Reeves was on that
no.
Chiefs team. That's so wild. And Darrell Reeves is the one that batted it to him. I'm like, oh man. So they do have a little bit of, a little bit like, revenge or something like that, but I don't see the Chiefs taking them lightly. What are you guys' thoughts on this upcoming game versus the Commanders with them being down, Jayden Daniels, Marcus Mariota's being the quarterback? Their defense doesn't seem to be, that good. What are you guys' thoughts? And we'll start with Joe. We'll let you go first this time, and then we'll go to home.
Okay. No, I really, my thoughts are this is again another team, in my opinion, when you are the champs, when you're doing what the Chiefs are doing, when you stand for a dynasty, which we stand for, um, we're going to get their best. This ain't going to be this. I understand it. I understand Daniels is out, and I get that. But reality of it is that uh, this is another opportunity for us to go ahead and again confirm and secure what we're capable of. Let's take care of business. Uh, get our second and third stringers some reps. Get our starters out. Keep them nice and warm and healthy, and keep moving and test some of the different theories maybe that you're looking at with the amount of skilled personnel that you have available. Our wide receiving core right now,
Did you just say test out?
yeah,
Do
test
some
out.
test against opposing
Yeah,
defense. Do some try
I
some
mean,
players
test it
out.
out. I mean,
Treat
I'm
them
just
like a
saying.
scrimmage.
Let's test it. I just don't see nothing about Washington's defense at this point says to me that we shouldn't be able to, implement some of the theoretical plays that may be in some of the players' heads or Andy's heads. And I know he vetoes what he wants to veto, and he lets them try some of the, this is one of those weeks I'm hoping that we can kind of try some of the stuff that maybe he was like, I don't know. Let's see what happens. And what happens happens. But um I I'm still I don't know how many times we've ever even seen a five wide receiver set out of the Chiefs. But I would like to believe that we're getting to a point where a five wide receiver set is something that we should be able to explore with the offensive line blocking the way that they're blocking and everything else that's going on. Let's see some of the different formations that we can bring to the table where we maximize the number of our highly skilled players that are on the field for offense, where whether that be running the ball, taking advantage of, really opening up the field and doing some different things in that regard. The screen game, playing that, whatever the case might be. But again, there was a time when it got past us just winning. It got to a point where you started to watch the offense for entertainment. And you didn't know. I mean, we saw the no look pass come back. Um, I'm really not. I'm at a point where it's like Gladiator. Are you not entertained? I want to be entertained. I want to be entertained. I want to be entertained. So that's my take.
Gotcha. What are your thoughts, home?
Yeah, I think Chiefs Kingdom as a whole, the last couple of weeks have been really exciting because,
Yeah.
the newer generation of Chiefs fans are spoiled, used to having Patrick Mahomes and that magic and everything. And those of us who've been around a lot longer and have been through all
Whew.
the heartaches of
Well,
all the all the seasons
Mm.
prior to Patrick Mahomes. We
Hmm.
feel that big time. So it's fun to be able to be here. But yeah, coming into this Monday night game, I think we have a really good chance to build off of what we've been doing already these last 2 weeks and really keep this momentum going as we continue to into deeper into the season. I know we've got these two games and then we go into a bye week before we come back and continue, but with Jayden out and Marcus Mariota up, like you said, Will, that little bit of a chip on our shoulders, from the last time that we faced them, where they gave us that surprise and we shouldn't have lost that game, I felt like, but we did. I think it'll be a good way for us to continue that momentum, just keep things rolling. So even if Terry McLaurin's going to be back and playing and running this weekend, I think that our defense will still be able to really show what they're doing, what they're capable of, containing everyone and everything on that field, so that we have the advantages overall because we're the healthier team. We've got more depth than they have currently, and we're at home. So there's these advantages that we're going to have on this Monday night showdown, and we're really used to those primetime lights. So it's going to be really exciting to watch and see and look at how we play against their team and how we continue to come together and looks really, really sharp in front
Yeah.
of primetime lights.
Yep.
Yeah, I agree. We have multiple advantages. And I really think that that Jaguars game, man, really put a fire under them because they know that they should not have lost that game.
Correct.
And the coaching, they even put a fire under the coaching because they haven't committed too many penalties. That I mean, they had none versus what the Lions, and then I think they may have
Mm-hmm.
had 5 penalties versus the Raiders.
Right.
And so they're playing championship football right now. They're looking like a championship, the Chiefs that we're used to seeing,
Right.
and that
Very disciplined.
yeah, top five. They're top five on offense right now, and they're top five on defense. And they have never. This will be the first time that they've had
Both
that. Like the
sides.
past 2 years, we've had top five in defense, and our offense has been around 15th. Um, and so this game, it's going to be tough sledding without Jayden Daniels because of,
Mm-hmm.
he's a more accurate quarterback as far as that he's a better passer, a runner. He presents some problems for teams and even for us sometimes that you have to deal with a quarterback that can run and scramble and throw off the run and create like Patrick sometimes outside of the pocket. And so with them not having that aspect of the game, like Marcus Mariota is just he's not a very good quarterback in
No.
my eyes, in my opinion, my humble opinion.
Well, and especially at this
Better than
point in
Carson
his
Wentz.
career.
Better than Carson Wentz. 'Cause
He is
Carson
better.
Wentz,
He is better than Carson
good
Wentz. I don't
God.
know what
Last
Yeah.
night,
happened to
Carson Wentz,
that guy.
I said, I wondered, I didn't know if they let him ride back with the team or whatever.
He's
Ooh,
bad.
Carson
He's
Wentz
bad,
last, I
bro.
said,
Uh,
Lord, gee, hey, man. Boy.
but yo, yeah, and then defensively, like Washington's defense just isn't good, and they
Mm-mm.
don't have the personnel. Whereas I really don't think I can't think of a team that does have the personnel to really like cover, just all the weapons that we have and just the different combinations and mixing of packages that Andy Reid uses offensively. And then Spags is just so good as a coordinator, and now he's kind of found his where because I think he was kind of filling it out like, okay, where should I use such and such, what I'm saying, let me put okay, he's not working real there. Okay, I should have put Noah Williams in that Jacksonville game. My bad. Play more Noah
Mm,
Williams. And so it's like they are in a zone. I think we're going to, I know you don't want to count your what they say, count your chickens before they hatch or whatever, but I believe we'll
Yeah.
go 6-3, and let me focus on this Commanders game. But
Yeah.
it'll be good to go out winning in that bye week. And yeah, I know I feel very confident about this game versus the Commanders. Like you said, we're at Arrowhead. Monday night bright lights. Mahomes shows up. You know what I'm
well,
saying? I
I
don't know
mean,
if we wearing the all
Yeah.
reds. I don't
Chiefs
know.
fans of old, we remember the time. I remember when we used to have a theory of we played not to lose. We
Yeah, I
didn't
couldn't
play to
stand that.
win. We
Yeah.
played
Not to
not
lose.
to lose.
Hmm.
Now, not only do we play to win, we kind of want to win a certain way.
Yes.
And that's the thing about it for me that's special
Hmm.
about watching these guys is the fact that they don't just want to win. The coaching staff wants to see it done a certain way.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Andy's over winning. I think that it's about now, like you said, it's not a game of checkers. It's a game of chess. And I want to do it in a finer way. I don't want to just win. I mean, I could just do that, but I want to do it applying the theory that I wanted to apply for this situation, this game, and be able to say that it worked. Andy Reid's he's gonna go down as one of the greatest.
Yeah,
Oh,
And
this
I
is
think
it's
that
a
this is
special
why.
oh
team,
yeah.
man. It's a special team. This is probably the best team of the Mahomes era that
Mhm.
we've had. Even though we're 4-3, and we know why that is. You know what I'm saying? Nobody foresaw Worthy getting hurt in the first game, and that impacted everything. We didn't have Rice, but this team is much better than last year's team. Much
Well, and
better.
we're more complete on all
Yeah.
sides of the ball than
Yes.
we've ever
Yeah.
been, you know?
Yeah. And
So,
good depth because Caliendo came in there and we didn't miss a beat
mhm.
with Trey Smith. Jalen
Yep.
Moore stepped in, and I think that's a huge difference too offensively, just our offensive line. Like we have Jalen Moore stepped in and he's playing,
That was phenomenal, bro.
It's
you
like
know,
that's why we
That was
spent the big bucks.
phenomenal, bro.
yeah, that's why he's at what 2015. I don't remember what his cap cost is,
30,
but
30
2
million?
years, 30 mil.
30
yeah,
million.
and it's
Yes,
well
sir.
worth it. It's well worth it.
Hmm.
And so
We didn't think so at the time, but he
mhm,
showed
As a
us.
swing tackle, though,
Yeah.
that's
yes.
the thing. He's exceptional. And it really, I mean, he made it so quiet over there.
Yeah.
It was like Patrick was like, damn, I'm gonna go back here and dance a little bit first. He wasn't really
Mhm,
worried. But
mhm.
what I think we found is that when one offensive lineman starts to raise their game that much, it just encourages the rest of the bunch.
And
Hmm.
Pat is feeling it. You could tell in that race game he was feeling himself because he had a couple that could have been, what I'm saying, he's trying to fit it in. Like he's like, I'm gonna go ahead and throw this and see if I can fit it in this tight window. And he almost had a pick or two.
Yeah,
One
they
definitely
kicked it.
should have been picked. The
Yeah.
guy dropped it, but
Yeah.
he's definitely feeling himself. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
all right, we're gonna jump to will they or will they not, Joe? What you got for us? Kick us off,
Let's
man.
get it done, my friend.
And we still not
Let's
keeping
get
track of what happened last week. Like, with
I
did
know
you
you
did you do
said
that?
that,
Did
but
you?
no, I can tell you that out of the six that we did,
Yeah.
five were successful. There was
Ooh.
I
only
know
one
Rasheed
that
didn't get
was
his
not.
yards.
Yeah, well, but some of that was just simply because of the success that we had.
Mm,
Some of the players got sat down because it was the
mm.
Yeah. They
appropriate
put
Yeah,
thing to
in.
yeah,
do.
that's
Yeah.
right. He would have got him because I think he had like 40 some yards maybe.
Yeah, but he would have easily got it.
Yeah.
Um, Kareem missed by 1 yard or something
Oh,
like
did
that.
he?
Yeah,
Oh.
but I mean, again, only because at this point you got to give Rashard some care.
Oh yeah.
You got to give it to him. I mean, it just doesn't make sense not to. I think we very very much are fortunate in that area. Also, there's a lot of depth on this team.
It is. Yeah.
A lot of depth on this team right now, and I think that that's going to be for me as a fan. I want to see Kareem start. That's just me. But I understand that everybody may feel a little bit differently here and there. So we'll start out here again with good old Patrick.
Okay.
Will Patrick or will he not exceed 23 fantasy points this week against the Washington Commanders?
You go
Oh yeah.
first, huh? Yeah,
Oh
yeah. I mean,
yes. Oh
yeah.
yes.
Yes.
Yeah, for
Absolutely.
the last
Absolutely.
5 games, he's
Absolutely,
averaged
literally.
25.2. So that's the last 5 games. He's averaged
Okay.
25.2. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Let me get on to the next one.
Mhm.
Get on to the. Okay. Rashi Rice. Ooh. Will he or will he not exceed 67 passing reception yards?
I'm gonna say yes.
Think he gets his again. I think he might play 4 quarters. That's a question. Yeah, I think he will. I think he will because he had 42 this past game, and of course they set him in the fourth quarter. I think he gets past that.
Again, it would have gotten worse, but he went to go sit down. It was appropriate for him to go and sit down. Travis Kelce, will he or will he not exceed 43 reception yards?
He will.
Yeah,
He will.
he will.
He had 54 this past game. No. But yeah,
moving.
he might get that
Isaiah
on
Pacheco.
2 plays.
Yeah, yep. Okay. Isaiah Pacheco, rushing and receiving yards.
Okay.
Will he exceed 62? Rushing and receiving.
We're going to combine both.
I'm going with no.
No.
Not because he's not capable.
Yeah, I don't think
they spread
it out. You don't think they'll feed him that much?
I just don't think that the way that the game is going to go, I don't think the script's going to allow for that part to be written.
You said 60?
62.
Oh, 52 or 62?
62.
Okay. You know what's wild? He had 57 rushing yards this past game, and then he had -3 receiving. So I'm gonna say no too. I'm gonna say no because I think they're gonna, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Pops, I got you. I'm saying yes.
Oh, you gonna say yes?
Yes.
Oh man. Over 60 combined.
Everybody got their eyes open.
I didn't tape over my Hill jersey and write Pacheco for nothing.
Oh boy.
Wow. You put tape. Did you put tape on the back of the jersey?
Just athletic tape, you know.
Feeling's a little bit hurt.
Oh man.
Okay, let's move on to the almighty Kareem. Will Kareem Hunt rush for, let's see this. What's really going on? Why we got Kareem? We ain't got Kareem. I don't know what's the deal is there. Did he hurt himself or something?
He's been on a little limited this week.
His ankle. Yeah.
Or
his knee. I think he got a knee.
Okay. Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Tweaked his knee, right?
Yeah, something with his knee.
Right. All right. Well, that'll work for me. Let's move on. No problem.
Okay.
Will Juju Smith-Schuster get a touchdown this week?
I'm gonna say no.
Okay. Will Kareem Hunt get a touchdown this week?
I can see that happening. Yes.
Okay. And finally, I'm going to end on a little defense. Will Chris Jones get a sack?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, then.
He'll have a sack. Yeah.
We're out the way. Chris Jones will get a sack. Kareem, yes, he can do it. He can get a touchdown.
Yeah, you know, we get near the goal line sometimes, you know, hand it on.
No, that Juju, I tell you what, I like that Juju is sure across that middle. I don't care what nobody say. He does his job. I appreciate
that's Rice now though. But yeah, I mean, you know, they mix it up. We'll see. I don't think he will because I think they got that fade and that back shoulder throw now with Rice that's available. So
I mean, you got a lot. It's the thing that's crazy to me was the immediate respect.
Oh yeah.
That Rice's presence demands on the field. Like it was immediate that the secondary was like, man, doggone. Like which this is, and the thing about it is that it was like, I'm not gonna say complete freedom, but it definitely allowed some freedom for every other receiver that was on the field. I felt like Worthy was really feeling it like, hey, you know, now that I think about it, let me just go ahead and wear him out a little bit. But no, and I want to go ahead, Bucket, thank you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you for making all your picks, brother.
Because I'm about to have to recommend you for the hot seat, brother.
I mean, he's not completely removed from the hot seat, though.
He's still on thin ice.
Yeah, I don't know if you off food, but they can put a little ice up under for you.
He kind of sliding out of it a little bit.
I tell you right now, you might
on the edge. But all right, so that's what we got today for you all, man. We appreciate you all tuning in to Red and Bold. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. Be sure to follow us on Twitter, REDANDBOLD. You know what I'm saying? Make sure also to check out Hong Forest and her channel. And she has immediate reactions typically after the game. And so check her out and her thoughts on the game, especially coming up this Monday. It's coming up Monday. And so, yeah, make sure again, like, share, subscribe. We are with MTMV Sports. That's my team, my voice. Be sure to check out the website at mtmvsports.com. We also have a mobile app, y'all. So download the app and have us available in your hand. You know what I'm saying? Right at your phone, your fingertips, And so also shout out to our sponsor, Ozell Brand. That's ozellbrand.com. It's not just a brand, it's a lifestyle. So if you need some cleats, he can custom make some cleats for your team, for your high school, college, doesn't matter. He can make those team colors, even put your team logo on there. So check out ozellbrand.com. Also has some fashion sneakers also, as well as book bags. So check them out, ozellbrand.com. All right. And don't forget J-Mo's barbecue sauce, y'all. Yeah.
If you taste it, you won't waste it.
You won't waste
Upgrade
it.
your meats. Upgrade your meat. You hear me? JMosBBQ.com. God bless you.
All right, yeah. So again, thank y'all for watching. We appreciate y'all. Be sure to comment also. Comment, you know what I'm saying? Let us know your thoughts on the Chiefs offense and the defense and this team of 2025 that we're enjoying and excited to watch now. It's entertaining again, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
we appreciate y'all. We're gonna jump on up out of here. Thank you again for watching. We are out. Red and Bold, baby.
God bless y'all, man.
Bye, y'all.
Go Chiefs.
Go Chiefs.
I know you want a QB like mine.